Greetings, Geechlings. Geech Prime here with my live reaction of My Hero Academia, Chapter 1. Let's see, what is it? 419. Alright. We're almost at that magical number of 420. Ironically, it'll almost... Well, let's see, what's today's date? The 6th. So the next week... Dang, we'll be 1 week off from basically having 420 at 420. Would be great. Also, with Deku having green hair, he is the Weedman. But anyway, so we got this nice color cover here. Okay, magazine cover this time around. Nice, nice. Get to see their powers kind of clashing there in the background. Cool. Let's see. Oh, double spread of like a don't really know what the heck's going on here. We got dragons and we got steampunkish things as well. Interesting. I love Hawks having like no actual wings. He's got like a pseudo jetpack of sorts. And the dragons kind of reflect their riders. Interesting. With like either a quirk related thing or something to that effect. I like it. I like it. The heck is freaking Dobby doing there? But who's the big dragon supposed to be for? I don't get that. But either way, cool cover, cool cover. Alright, so AFO's here. And Deku has no arms. AFO rises from inside Shigaraki. Izuku Midoriya, look at what you've done to my one for all. And dear Yoichi. Design is the title. But it's all thanks to your efforts of changing Tenko's unconscious mind that I've once again regained control. My foolish Shimura Tenko. No more than a superego, you cling to the pathetic strands of your so-called life, too afraid to pass on. How dare you bite the hand that raised you? He's over there just like shattered. Master, what do you mean? I don't understand a thing. I told you already, none of your decisions ever belonged to you, but I chose to do this. If I didn't let you know so, you could never obtain the necessary willpower. It was essential to travel backwards from free will. Damn. It was my 2 encounters with Daigoro Lariat Banjo. His name was just Lariat. I forgot about that. Or is that... yeah. And got in? I don't know what that means. Toyutai. That taught me in order to secure one for all, I need to surpass their willpower. So the 5th and 6th user taught you this. Whilst being hounded by All Might, I searched for a soul that would whittle his willpower away. Then all I had to do was nurture the seed of hatred within it by suppressing the id, sorry. The most powerful emotion. I cultivated your most primitive desires. I had no doubt about it. Oh, here's that weird flashback. Nowadays, heroes won't come to help, especially when you need them the most. We need a family that looks out for each other. Your daughter was too well nurtured. Or their daughter was too well nurtured. I did everything I could to avoid drawing attention to myself. Whose daughter? Tenko's sister? I'm confused. All I had to do was give one last push. I stole the Quark Factor you inherited from your parents before it could appear. Wait, what? So you gave him that. I amplified my control. Gave you an ambition. You ruined his life from the get-go. Are you Shimura-san's kid? There are many cars around here. It's quite dangerous. So they almost got isekai'd when he was a kid. Then I waited for the right moment. Let me hold your hand. and he transferred Decay over. I selected a specific quark from the doctor's facility, stripped the regeneration aspect, distilled it till nothing but destruction remained. Oh my god, there was more to the quark? Decay had, like, regenerative factors. I mean, maybe more for the user than anything else, like, you know. And bestowed this crude copy to you. So he's like, what? Huh? So, that's exactly right. All your tragedies, tribulations, everything you rejected or accepted, it was all from me. Everything. Damn, he's like totally shattered now. His whole self-worth and identity is now dead. My heart won't waver, you said. Know your place. I'll kill his soul and delete him. I plan to use this card after stealing One for All, but now is the time. Vanish from my body. All for one. What? He's leaving? Okay, what's going on? We're in the outside world now. Oh god, all that's left are like some fingers. Norchi is gone. My medium-term plan failed. Oh my god, he's taken over the body. A lingering memory. What? Oh, the hand is coming, forming. Silence. It looks like a gas mask. It seems the psychological damage is reflected on this body. Decay. Looks at his palm with the hole in it. The anger, the hatred, they're all gone. Did he die? Along with the vessel I searched so painstakingly for so many years. And my little brother too, nothing left but to move on to the next stage. All for one. So Deku's still alive. Now brings the terribly empty and pointless final goal. World domination. I won't let... And he can't get up. Oh my god, his arms are actually gone. So both our bodies have been damaged. Deku's still trying to get up. He's like pushing up with his head. The damage that was always said about his arms, like, it's finally come to pass. Though not in the way I was ever expecting. Not yet. It's not over. So, the times when we see Deku, like, the little glimpses of what he would be in the future, like in the first chapter, like the whole, like, long glove thing, maybe that's like a bionic arm now that we're seeing this. Or maybe Eri rewinds him. We know that she's trying to do something for him. It's not over. People become stronger in proportion to their losses. I plan on establishing that narrative. This is the inevitable outcome for someone who never had anything to lose to begin with. And, oh, Psaro of all things coming in with, like a Spider-Man and wrapping him up. So weak. I was too focused on Midoriya to even notice him. Midoriya! We're here to save you. What? Oh my god. Wait, who the heck is that? Oh, that's freaking Tail Man and Sugar Man. They coming in. Tornado Tail Dance. Sugar Knuckle. So, two of the more physical fighters have now entered the fray. Sugar Man looked fucked up. I bet he's a little chalked up on the sugar and his brain's probably gone to mush. Sero-kun, Ojiro-kun, Sato-kun, you're all safe. Midoriya. Aizawa, sorry to keep you waiting. How did you open that portal? Hope emerged from the warp gate. Did you... And he has a robotic leg, it kind of looks like, coming through the portal. So yeah, like, is the eye gonna be like his little patch eye thing? I don't know if it's like a bionic eye and it just not turned on. Maybe when his quirk activates, it amplifies it in some way. That would be kind of cool. The leg, originally I thought it would maybe be like a trapper device, like he could throw it at someone and it would like be like a bear trap sort of thing and like grab onto people. We'll see. Ensnare people so then he can immobilize them and take away their powers. But seeing him up and about is quite a thing, considering it's only been a few months since he had traumatic injuries and his body was very much wrecked. But the thing that baffles me most is this warp gate. Did did they get uh crap? What is it? I forget his name, but the like Black Mist dude. Did they get him on your side again? I mean, he was his former friend, so maybe he was able to finally talk to him and make that breakthrough. Or did somehow Aizawa take on his quirk? I mean, he was a Nomu created by the Doctor along with uh, AFO, so maybe he had like some level of MacGuffin bullshit that allowed him to transfer his ability over. But I'm not sure. I highly doubt that. I think it's more so he was able to talk sense into him and he ported them in. But that's interesting. And that's the end of the chapter. So 420 going to be fun. I mean, is it just these three that showed up, or is there going to be more? I don't know. um, I mean, most of them have been kind of like these are two that we have not seen in a while. So, and a lot of the other ones, or no, wait, these three plus Aizawa makes four. It's kind of like Team Seven in a way. Well, with Naruto, but so yeah, we got some reinforcements, and these are characters we have not really seen like this whole arc. I think we saw Sero slightly near the beginning, but I don't remember Sugarman or Tailman for that matter. Tailman hardly at all. Really ever getting any, presence during this arc, or even maybe the last arc as well. So this could be a good showing for what they've accomplished since the last prominence in an arc that they've had, which has been way long ago. So, pretty cool. And then, of course, Aizawa being there, awesome. He's the kick ass teacher that I think everyone in the fandom loves. He is like the Kakashi sensei of our, would be heroes. So yeah. And then we have the whole thing with Shigaraki. Everything about his life was literally planned out. Like, my God. I don't even know what to say that he didn't say. Like, poor Tenko. Like, I have to call him Tenko because that is what he was to then become what we know him today, which is now a shattered ideal of his identity. So, yeah, like, AFO was pulling the strings in the most extreme manner. And the fact of what he did with, like, he took his quirk, which I'm not exactly sure what that quirk was supposed to be. Was it float? I mean, biologically, that would make sense that he would have some kind of levitating, floating, flying associated power because of who his grandmother was. Maybe it evolved, or with the influence of his mom's side of the family, some new attributes got thrown in there, and we got a cool kind of like, weird power that has floating elements. But no, that got taken away. And he was given a mutated version of Decay, which God knows what it actually was. Originally, he just said that he broke it down to like its base destructive elements, leaving only that destructive potential, and then bestowed it upon him in like that moment of weakness of where he thought the world had turned on him and no one would come to help him. A weak, defenseless, in help or need of help child. like one of the most vulnerable people you can think of. And it's like, he gives him this horrible ability, which apparently had recuperative abilities of regeneration of some demeanor, and that probably just weakened his mind and body even more. That might have been part of it, was that because he decays things and, like the dry skin and stuff, like maybe it was doing more harm to him eternally and mentally as well, and that was the whole point. And that's why the quirk had developed the regen factor, so that it could combat those negative effects, so that you could use it to, just destroy, but you'd have more control over it. Or maybe it fixed things as well. Don't know. Kind of gives me ideas of maybe this was like a weird modified version of what was his name? The big bad of the arc that had Eerie in it. It was like, that's kind of what he did. He broke things down and he could rebuild them. So maybe this was a similar kind of quirk originally. Or maybe it was a fragment of his quirk that was it was just taken, and then it was manipulated like years prior. I mean, AFO's been in the game for a long time, so it's very possible. I don't know. But, yeah, yeah. Deku is now armless, but he's at least got help coming. Maybe more coming through that portal. I wouldn't think so, but possible. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, all that good stuff. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. Until next time, Keechlings. God Lord, the damage you have done to this poor man to make him into the monster that we see today. Curse you, AFO.